Hello and welcome back to the postscript season of non-canonness, where I have decided, off-screen, to add a new member to the Avengers. Of course, he needs a whole lot of leveling up, but Binshing is now an Umbreon and is part of the party. I probably should have evolved him on screen, but meh, I didn't feel like making it a segment for me level grinding him. Though I mean, I still recorded it, so strictly speaking, I do have an evolution for him, it's just that it happened in between episodes. He's nowhere near ready to actually be on the team just yet, but I figure just having him in the party with the experience share should enable him to get up to snuff pretty quickly. Also, for the record, how did I manage to get him evolved within just 4 levels? Simple. I fed him a whole bunch of vitamins. Just boosting his EVs and gaining his friendship at the same time. Which to me seemed like a win-win situation, which also led to him evolving the first time he leveled up. I said that weirdly, but I mean, that was still the correct words to use, so... In any case, I think I'm just going to immediately go into Brock's gym. Now, do I want to lead with Merlin? Merlin and Tim are at the same level, and I don't think any of them have, like, terribly much to fear here. I mean, maybe if this were Generation 7 it would be a problem, because in Generation 7 you have a Lowland Golem, who is, you know, rock electric. But we are not in Generation 7, so a Lowland Golem is not a thing yet. Right. I didn't take a whole lot of damage during those battles, but I want to be on the safe side, so I am going to regain what little HP I lost anyway. And I'm down 2 serfs, but that's definitely not gonna be a problem. Wow, it's not often that we get a challenger from Johto. I'm Brock, the computer gym leader. I'm an expert on rock-type Pokémon. My Pokémon are impervious to most physical attacks. You'll have a hard time... I could have sworn that I had hacked his dialogue too to reference the fact that I'm actually not from Johto, but apparently I didn't. So, this is immediately looking like it's going to be more of a challenge, especially seeing how he has Pokemon that can explode! Well, that's not an explosion. That's not even close to an explosion. It might, however, require me to use a Hyper Potion. I mean, that's not bad damage in and of itself, but the next thing he sends out could still explode in my face. And I don't want stuff exploding in my face. Or at least if stuff is going to explode in my face, then I want to be able to survive it. And despite being a water type, I feel like Tim probably doesn't have much he can do here, because, you know, he's weak to ground. And most rock types have ground moves. Now, Kabutops might have something evil, and our levels are similar enough that things could go terribly. Thing is, there isn't really a surefire safe switch in here. I could send out Tim or Eneru, but it might use a ground move. I could send out Umbridge, but it might use a rock move. I mean, Jack Frost would probably counter most things. And I don't believe Kabutops can explode in my face, so... That would imply that Eneru will probably be okay, but then again, now it might use something else. So... going to try Eneru. At the very least, I doubt it's going to hit me with a fire move. Aqua Jet. Okay then. Now, Eneru should be able to inflict devastating damage with Flash Cannon, but again though, if it survives and uses an Earthquake, then that's terrifying. So yeah, clearly just scouting out to see what this Kabutops is capable of right now. It probably doesn't have Earthquake then. And now a rock move, another rock slide specifically, is basically guaranteed. So I suppose Eneru can probably take it out with a Flash Cannon. That is what I'm getting from this. If it tried to use Aqua Jet against a Steel type, then... Alright, Steel actually doesn't resist water. It's water that for some reason resists Steel, I think. I thought that would inflict super effective damage. I have a tendency to forget everything about Kabutops, okay? I have a tendency to forget it even exists. It's never been a particularly memorable Pokemon to me. I mean, at least Omastar has the whole meme status after Twitch plays Pokemon, but Kabutops, well, I suppose Kabutops, strictly speaking, also had that with being like the dome fossil being like the false god or whatever it was, but it was nowhere near as memorable as Lord Helix. Pretty much everyone participated in that. He does not need quick attack. And now we are probably back to taking on ground moves, so switching over to Umbridge so I can then switch over to Merlin. Though I suppose, strictly speaking, switching over to Umbridge might not have actually accomplished anything. Still, maybe I should have switched over to Tim instead, because he will outspeed and such. Well, Merlin definitely isn't outspeeding anything now. Of course, Tim probably wouldn't have outsped either after that scary face, so yeah, Merlin was the right choice after all. Also, how is it that Brock is the strongest gym leader I've faced so far? Like, in the first gen games, he was the first gym leader, and now he is the best of them? Are you serious? Oh, the thing that has caused me great horror before. But this time, you shall not. I suppose Brock being stronger does make sense in that you have to go through several side quests in order to get to him, which, yeah, I think him and Blaine are the only, and of course Geki, are the only gym leaders you can't face immediately upon entering the place. Oh wait, also Misty, so you can actually only face half of them immediately. Though, yeah, come to think of it, Misty was also a bit stronger. Oh, what do you know? It's Lord Helix! Now... that's going to take neutral damage from water, right? First of all, I'm going to see what it does. It might have a bug move, though, come to think of it. So, this could be evil. Ancient Power. Well, that's kind of terrifying in its own right. I think the logical thing to do here would be to switch over to Eneru. And assume that it doesn't have a ground move. Or that if it does have a ground move, I will be able to outspeed. I mean, I should be. And of course, Eneru doesn't take damage from the Sandstorm. So that is also nice. Oh no. Potentially... ah, that could have gone really badly. I was about to say potentially even more oh no, but now I think I am safe. And this battle shall be over, and the Avengers shall once again have proved their overwhelming power. Your Pokemon's powerful attacks overcame my rock-hard resistance. You're stronger than I expected. Go ahead, take this badge. I really enjoyed the battle with you, Vega. I'll give you the move Rock Slide too. It can sometimes cause your opponent to flinch. Yeah, but it's a physical rock move. I don't like using physical rock moves. Well, that's yet another gym done. And now I suppose I should go and battle some trainers and such, so that I can further level up Habinchings, so that he will actually be able to do stuff. Yes, Mom, I know, you've wasted my money again. Come to think of it, how much money does my mom even have at this point? I mean, I've at some point earlier had a completely maxed out wallet, though I don't right now because I spent so much money buying vitamins for Habinchings, but I should find out how much she has. So she has less than me. And now I'm apparently not sending money to her anymore. Well, not like I need her wasting my money anyway. I mean, it's not like I'm even using those berries. But let's just get one anyway. Just was wondering if there were more than one. Also... Oh, look! I can buy quick balls here. I actually didn't know that, but I was just checking to be sure. Not that I'm sure there's even going to be anything else that I'm going to be catching, but, you know, nice to have. Come to think of it, there are encounters I can get in Mount Moon, are there not? So... Okay, that was pointless. I thought I could fly directly to Mount Moon, but I couldn't fly directly to Mount Moon, so I flew to where I already was. That's about as sensible as it gets, I suppose. Oh my goodness. You know, in this case I wasn't expecting this, and I was fearing the worst there. Because from what I knew, Umbridge's defenses were not amazing, but yay Umbridge, I suppose. And there's another sentence that I didn't think I would ever say. Much like the sentence Cubey is awesome. Oh, and just a random thing I feel I should mention. This is strictly speaking the first episode I'm recording after I started uploading these videos again. Because at first I was actually wondering if I should even bother uploading this stuff. But then the whole Chansey incident happened and I figured, okay, this needs to be shared with the world. And that's basically why I'm even releasing all this stuff in the first place. That plus I know there are at least some people who wanted to see it. But it was really a good thing that I had built up a bit of a buffer in between as well. Because you see, last week was when Super Mario Odyssey came out. And I had been looking forward to that game for a very long time. And so obviously, once it came out, I spent basically the entire day playing it. And the only reason I didn't spend pretty much the entire day afterwards also playing it was because I was going to a Halloween party that day. And then on Sunday I went back to just playing it almost all day. And Monday is now. I mean, after playing the game so much, I've just done so much stuff already that I felt it was okay to go back to some more Pokemon as well. Nope, I have one of you. I don't foresee anything too particularly interesting being in this mountain, but nope, I already have one of you. And behold your future form of excellence, which you will never be able to accomplish because I am randomly going to kill you now. I should have just used wing attack. Why didn't I just use wing attack? So, one final chance. Will it be? No, it will not be. Why? Why is this a thing? Why would you even place this trainer in the game? Seriously, there is nothing to be gained from this. Or next to nothing anyway. Well, that makes more sense. I suppose from an in-universe perspective, having a really weak Pokemon and a really strong Pokemon in your team at the same time, so that you can train the weak Pokemon by using the strong Pokemon makes perfect sense. But still. Actually, maybe I'm wasting my time doing this here. Maybe there is instead a better place I could instead search for slightly more plausible encounters. I mean... Right, there are a few tiles of Route 4 in the water. But maybe if I am going to look for encounters in the water, I should first try and get the Super Rod. But before I try to get the Super Rod, I should try to save. Or actually, did I already get the Super Rod? I mean, I'm fairly certain I know where it is, but I don't think I entered the house where it is. Good rod? Nope. The only rod I have is the good one. Also, this is Route 12. Did I catch something on Route 12? I did not catch something at Route 12. However, the odds of me catching something here at all are absurdly low. Not as low as me getting a Chansey with a Lucky Egg, however, so I'm still going to try. Are you serious right now? Seriously? That is like first try, and if I'm not mistaken, yep, Bulbapedia at least says that the odds of fishing up that thing are 3%. And I got it on my first try. That is not quite as absurd as the Chansey situation, but it's still absurd. At this rate, I might as well call this post-game the postscript season of ridiculous luck. But that I obviously can't do, because this is the postscript season of non-canonness. It already has a name. So... nah, there is no reason why I'm calling him Kevin. I'm just randomly calling him Kevin. Because I can. And yep, I am definitely saving after pretty much everything that happens. Because if I don't save after pretty much everything that happens, who knows if it will actually stay happened. Wait, why did I fly off to Pewter? I mean, I was thinking I got the Super Rod so that I could catch things in Cerulean, did I not? And there is no water in Pewter, so... well, it looks like saving was a good idea. And here we are in the place I was going to go to. And actually, are there any Pokemon obtainable in Cerulean? Because if there are, that would be cool. The only things I can get here are via Headbutt. Although, does that also apply for the for Route 4? Because it might. It looks like it does, or there is a slight chance of a Jigglypuff in the grass. In which case, my attempts at getting a Super Rod were pointless, because the only thing I can fish up with a Super Rod are Goldie and Seeking, Pokemon which I already have. So I suppose I'll just keep trying to see if I can get a Jigglypuff. You are not a Jigglypuff. And neither are you. Wait, did I even get a Spearow in this game? Because I mean, I see no... well, it would be a Fearow in that case, but... I'm going to catch it, and then I'm going to see if I had one from before. Now, I remember that in the Leaf Queen, I went on a really long and random tirade in my brain to come to the conclusion of Guinevere. But this is a dude, so I can't call it Guinevere. Therefore, I will, rather than backtracking, follow that train of thought even further and call it Bedivere. Which, at least according to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, was one of the Knights of the Round Table. I'm not sure if that was actually canon to the actual story, but I'm going to assume it was. Now then, to see if that was even a legal capture. It might appear that it was. Though, to be absolutely certain, I shall check my Pokédex again. Ah, indeed, I did not have anything in the Spearow line. That's interesting. Now, I suppose this is also an area where I can potentially catch things. Though there aren't many things I can potentially catch here. Well, the most interesting thing I could potentially get is Pikachu, but there are some things that could get in the way of that. And, well, first of all, I should check my Pokédex again to see what I actually have. I have caught something both in the Caterpie line and the Weedle line, meaning that both Beedrill and Butterfree are out of the picture. Out of the question, I mean. And other than that, yeah, that actually leaves Pikachu as the only thing I feasibly could get. And if I lead with something at level 7 and use Repels, then that will significantly increase my chances, I think, probably. I can't fly in the Viridian Forest. So, in any case, I should then go back and see if I can find something in my PC that is exactly at level 7. Or would level 6 also be okay? Yeah, level 6 or... no, 5 or 7 would actually be okay. Nah, 6 or 7 would be best. I thought the only thing that could show up at level 5 was Hoot Hoot, but nope. Kakuna and Metapod can also show up at level 5. And those go under Dupes Clause. I mean, come on! I've played through 6 runs and I have yet to even catch a Pikachu! That is clearly something that must be... something must be done about. Provided... Ah, Jafar! He is exactly at level 7. Well, I am sure he feels very honored to actually get to be in my party for once. Now then, let us see if I can catch the mascot of the whole franchise. I mean, knowing my luck, I should be able to. That is a level 7 Pidgey. I was not looking for a level 7 Pidgey. And then the repel wore off. That is a level 7 Pidgeotto. That is kind of impossible. And that's probably going to outspeed, so I should switch over to something else before running away. Now then, will it be something? Yes! Yes, it will! So, I could have just used last used item, but for some reason I completely ignored that button. Now then, you shall be mine, and your name shall be something incredibly amazing. I suppose back when I was playing Leaf Green, I was actually thinking that if I ever caught a Pikachu, his name would be the Legend. So, in that case, I suppose he will just be the Legend now too. Well, I obtained my goal. Now back to beating up random people. Vega has caught a Pikachu that she will almost certainly never use. Will her luck hold up? Find out next time.